So let me walk you through the RRR method. This is what I use on repeat, no pun intended here, but yeah, it's a rinse and repeat process to evaluate whether or not I need something inside of my email marketing or I don't, and then what do I do with it, right? This keeps things clean. As you might imagine, I do a lot of tests and there's a lot of tags and a lot of forms and a lot of things happening that I build out that, can clutter up my account, but I try to keep it clean and maintained and so on and so forth. And I thought maybe me walking through this will give you a little bit of a sense of what I do to help me keep my massive account as clean as it possibly can. So let me walk you quickly through this RRR method. It's review, retain, rename, right? So first thing, review. If I can't immediately identify why it's there, so we're looking at forms, we're looking at tags, we're looking at custom fields, sequences, automations, anything, right? Anything that I might want to clean up. If I can't immediately identify why it's there and why it's needed for the business, I remove it. No questions asked. It's obviously not that important. Second step is retain. So in other words, if I know what it is and why I have it in the first place, but do I need it anymore, right? So if I don't, I might archive it if it's a sequence or a visual automation just for, analytics and review purposes. I might take a screenshot or save it away in a different way. But if I don't need it anymore, I delete it. Third is rename. So in other words, if I know what it is and why I need it, and then also I do need to keep this, then is it named in the way that I need it to be today? So I'll change it based on the naming convention that I have today. All right. So let me walk you through this RRR method. Now, each platform is unique, but what I've found typically with ConvertKit is if you do it in a certain order, meaning when you start to clean up things, it makes cleaning up other things easier. And I'm going to highlight what that means. So what we want to do first is clean up forms. We want to clean up tags, custom fields first. Okay. So I've already done some forms. I've done some tags. I've done some custom fields already, but I'm just going to walk you through what this looks like. So obviously I've got a lot of tags, right? So you can see, right? So let's just go ahead and look at them, right? So truth be told, if they have 0 subscribers, I probably don't need it unless it's of a certain kind of tag. In this case, why people, you do not need it. So let's go ahead and delete this tag, okay? And then I'm just gonna go down. I kind of usually work from the bottom up. I don't know why. Just for me, kind of makes more sense. I don't know. I usually often find, that sort of a thing a little bit more satisfying. So we'll just clean these up. And in ConvertKit, just if you thought, if it does have a subscriber attached to it, does nothing to the subscriber, it just removes that tag. Okay, so Y family. I'm just gonna delete this one. I don't need that. Right? So you can see as I'm going through this, right? I just look at it, right? So far I haven't kept anything just yet. Super simple content. See, like all of these, I'm going to get rid of, right? So like if I just look at this, like this, I'm going to keep this one, right? Because this was something, maybe some people were interested, right? So I've got some other things here that, I'm just like this stuff I'll keep. Some of these other things I'll remove, but basically like I have almost 800 tags. So I'm just basically taking some time whenever I get spare time between Zoom calls, and I just kind of go in here and I clean these things up. Why the specific order, right? Why did I do forms first, tags first, and custom fields first? All comes down to things like rules, right? Rules usually get unwieldy also, but what happens is this. So it brings this to light, right? So I've removed this tag. I've removed this tag. Let's see, the tag, custom field. You know, I'm sure there's a form or two down here, right? So you don't want the red. So let's just remove it. I don't need this anymore, right? So go down, delete, right? Don't need this, delete, right? So it makes this super quick because then I don't have to reevaluate anything, right? Delete, delete, right? So I could go down and remove that stuff real quick. The same process that I applied in tags apply to rules as well. So let's just say this form I do not need anymore. This might actually be archived, but I don't need this. So let's just delete it, right? This I don't need, right? So you could see how quickly that RRR process is. Review. Do I know what this is first, right? So this one, right? Do I know what this is? Yes. Do I need it anymore? No. So then let's just delete it, right? Right? This process gives me the clarity very quickly and make a very decisive decision, right? You know, review it. Do I know what it is? If I don't know what it is, then it's not important. I'll just remove it, right? And if by chance I remove something that I needed, well, you're going to find that out pretty quickly, right? But most times, if you don't recognize it, it's not something that you need, right? But then if you do recognize it, you go on to the next one, right? And that's retain. And we evaluate. Do I need this anymore? Is it used? I basically say, like, if it's something that I'm actively promoting or happens to be live on somebody else's site, I will keep it. I will retain that one. But if it's something that I'm under control of, and I know I'm never going to use it in any way, like a custom field or a tag or something like that, I'm never going to use that. I know why it's there, but I'll get rid of it, right? I don't need it. In other cases, it's very few that kind of fall down to the third one, to the rename. But if I do need it, I know where it is and what it's used for, well, then I make sure that it fits the naming convention. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you got a little glimpse into how I keep my email marketing tidy and how I leverage, moving things around in a way where, I can keep other areas tidy as well. All right.